Hello, how y'all doing tonight? This is Ken, KRCIMS.com. It's been a while since I made any videos, and I was out in the shop tonight and decided I'd put a drain on my compressor. This particular one is my old compressor, which has a blown head on it, so I've got a backup reserve, just a portable compressor right now. But this is how I drain it, so I don't have to reach underneath it sucker all the time. And over the next few slides I'll show you how I put that together and what I do. Okay, here's my portable compressor right now that I'm using. Most of the stuff that I do is pretty small, so I don't really need a large capacity compressor at this point. But reaching underneath it to drain it, whether it be a daily basis or when I think about it as often as I can, whatever, gets to be a pain in the ass every once in a while. So I thought I'd just take off my old compressor, the drain from it, and put it on this new compressor. So in doing that, you got to tilt it back, and I got it up laying on a stool here so that it's sturdy. And I went ahead and grabbed my handy dandy crescent wrench, and of course I released all the pressure first before I started to do this. Totally drained it, no pressure at all. And then when I started, I tilted it back up, and you can see some of the crap that came out of the bottom of it there. And then when I tilted it all the way up and let it sit there for a few minutes, this is what came out. This is what was left over in the bottom, even after I'd drained it previously. Here's the parts that I had on my old compressor, and this is a 3/8 by 6. There's two of them there. You can get this in your plumbing section at the big box stores or whatever. You need a 3/8 ball cock valve. Okay, this is the male end. This is the female end. You can basically get that, and your pieces and parts will go together. This will be the male end, which will screw up into the bottom of your compressor. The first pipe will screw into the female end here, and then the third pipe will actually be coupled on with this, and we'll show that, and then of course some Teflon tape. Here are just a couple of the tools that you'll need: a pair of channel locks, crescent wrench, and I like to use a box end wrench or a open end wrench, exact size on my brass fittings. If you'll notice in the last picture, I've got the brass ball cock valve there. I don't like using channel locks and stuff on that. It's too easy to strip the threads or the nut head on it. Okay, next you'll want to go ahead and start wrapping this with some Teflon tape. And if you'll notice, I'm going to be wrapping that with the thread so that when it threads in, this end here doesn't end up peeling out. So when you start turning that in a clockwise position, if you wrap it the other way, that Teflon tape will come out. Gonna hope that makes sense. It starts to peel back a little bit is what it does. So if you wrap it in this would be also the clockwise position. When it's all said and done, you start turning it in, the end of the tape's going to be up here. Okay, this is a picture. I just wanted to show you the inside of the ball cock valve there. This is in the closed position. Okay, and this is in a semi-closed, semi-open. The glass is half empty, half full, however you want to look at it. But anyway, just a quick picture on that one. Okay, I went ahead and put this stuff in my vise, and that way I could go ahead and get it good and tight, and actually so I could hold the camera at the same time and take pictures. And then I went ahead and grabbed my open end wrench there and put the other pieces and parts together. You got your 3/8 coupling there, and this is just a rigid plumbing pipe you can get at the big box stores. Okay, now you have to put this together in two pieces, and if you do it all in one piece, as you'll see in the next picture, you're not going to be able to spin it all the way around. So as you're spinning this, and in installing it, you'll feel it to start to get pretty tight. You don't want to go too tight because you definitely don't want to strip the threads on the bottom of that compressor, and that'll probably strip before the threads on the pipe there. Okay, now the problem with this, it'll work, but I had this set up the length for my old compressor. Okay, and I had to screw this on after I had threaded that piece on there. Well, the thing that I was worried about is that part sticking out and moving that compressor around a little bit. So I decided to just go ahead and take this 6-inch extension off. Depending on the size of your compressor, if it's a stationary compressor, you may want to go ahead and leave it on. You could always move this valve, get a 12-inch piece and move it out. You don't have to stick with the two 6-inch pieces. It's just parts that I had at the time. Okay, and this here's basically, it's finished at this point, and I already had that coupling threaded on there, and that's why there's the Teflon tapes on there. So I just didn't bother taking it off because I'm frickin' lazy, I guess. I don't know. Okay, there's the finished product. I closed everything up, closed the valve there, and pumped it all the way up to 140, I think is the cutoff on this compressor, 140 psi, and went ahead and opened it up and let it blow out, and there's the remaining water and crap that was in the bottom of the compressor that I haven't drained in probably a couple weeks. So basically that was it. Hope this helps you out. Y'all have a good day. Talk to you.